What is up? Oh my God, look at my light. What is up, everybody? Let me know if you can hear me. I am so glad to see everybody. This is episode number 50. I'm not going to say 350. Y'all know that is Legends thing. Y'all know it happens in the spring where I cannot get the lights purple enough early enough. But let me know if y'all can hear me. I think you can. AV, good. Thank you so much, Ambi. So for y'all, it's episode number 50. So we're going to be doing several different things. First of all, we are going to be giving away $50 gift certificates. We're going to give away $50 gift. No, I'm joking. It's not 50. We're not doing that, but we are going to give away about 3 of them. And we're also going to be giving away your very own, if you win it, shades of purple controller. You can't tell it, but it is purple. It looks blue here, but it's purple. Trust me, we're going to be doing that at the end of the stream. So super excited about that. But yes, we're going to be doing $50 gift certificates. But first, our $50 cash. Y'all know I don't do gift certificates. I do cash. So it's meant for you to put in a game, but as long as it makes your game better, I don't care if it goes to gas. I don't care if it goes to rent. I don't care where it goes. As long as it's going to make you a better gamer, then we're going to be good. So yeah. So, but first off, let me say just what's up? What's up, Xbox International Podcast? Crazy Louie, so great to see you. Woot woot. Severin Evans, how are you doing? Great to see you. Cowboy King of Entertainment. I think we're gonna be hearing from you later. Super excited. Rudix, y'all, if y'all did not know, Rudix is going to be playing Tears of the Kingdom at midnight Eastern time. And that's kind of in 4 hours, so 3 hours, 58 minutes. And I'm going to be talking about a little bit Tears of the Kingdom. Wit, what's going on? So good. Hope you can call in, Wit. I know I was talking to you earlier. Justin, how are you? I know my fellow New Yorker, Justin. Ambi, great to see you. FCAT, is that a Stadia logo? Where? Is there still a Stadia logo? You know, I love Stadia. We might be talking a little bit about Stadia. Actually, we're going to be talking a little bit about Google Cloud. Holtz, what's going on? No, this is not standing in line. I'm going to get to that. You know exactly where I'm going to be going with that. Jay Tucker, yes, I'm back. What is going on? You're back. Obi Rose, love to see you. Man, so many people, so many Shades of Purple alumni, so many people keep coming. Thank y'all all for coming by. It means truly, truly everything. This is number 50. So I've done some 50 either interviews or talking or game shows or crying about Stadia. We've done 50 of them, and I could not be more excited because I think this is just it. This is kind of like a passion. I don't want to say passion project, but it's definitely a passion of mine to connect to people in this manner and to talk about games. And just so y'all know, I'm excited for multiple reasons. One, it's number 50. But also, y'all know I got to represent my Zelda coming out. Yes, yes, yes. We'll be talking about that in a second. But for anybody who's just joining, and I kind of been alluding to this all week, this episode is going to be a little different. So, and I'm thinking about maybe doing this kind of similar format, maybe at least probably no more than once a month, if not every other month. And that's where I'm going to talk to you all about kind of like what's on my mind as a gamer, and maybe going back to some of the purple shades I've thrown out there, but also some things that I would think were missed in the media recently, or missed in the gaming blog, echo chamber that a lot of us are in. And so I just want to bring that to light. And then I'm going to open it up kind of like a radio show. So I'm going to post the link to join in chat. Not yet. So because I don't want a line forming yet. Hopefully there is a line, but I kind of want to get through at least the first 20 minutes and then I'll post it. Look at that. That's little Remy back there. So yeah, we're going to be doing that. And just for anybody who's like watching this, again, let's see if we can do this. If I can put chat in here. I don't think I can show chat. Can I do chat? Oh yeah, we can do chat. There we go. I don't know. New comments will display here. So yeah. So with that said, yeah, so no, tomorrow, Urbosa cosplay tomorrow. It's tomorrow. So yes, thank you so much, Justin, for that as well. Yes, Cowboy, you will be in first. So when I post the link, you will come in first. And if you want to also come in again, we definitely can have you in again as well. What's the last delegate? Yeah, so with that said, y'all, one of the things I wanted to bring up that I think was missed, speaking of, a lot of us came from Stadia, a lot of us still follow Google Cloud Gaming. So I'm going to show you something. Don't want you all to laugh too hard, but I think what it talks about is going to be interesting to some of y'all. And I'm going to explain a little bit more here in a second. So, what I'm going to show you is if I can pull this up. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Can y'all read that? Y'all know what it says? Y'all, please let me know you know Japanese. I know Clive Linden, he sometimes knows Japanese, but you know what? Trusty Google here is going to help us translate this. So, this is for all you Google cloud gaming types. This is something I wanted to show y'all. So, we translate it to English. This says this: Google's global cloud strategy learned from Japanese game industry and why Japanese an advanced country for game development. So you're like, what? When was this posted? This was posted actually 3 weeks ago. This is Business Insider doing a piece on Google Cloud. And so you're like, all right, Purple, that doesn't really get me excited. So I want to give you something else that was also missed regarding this. I know, Severin, I did this just for you. So another thing that was posted, and this is where I'm actually going with this, and I want to talk about it because I'm gonna, people always talk about chess and checkmate, and people are playing chess and not checkers. Here's the next one. Hold on, let me share this tab instead. All right, this one. So you see Nintendo Switch and Google Cloud. What could this see? So let's see what this actually says. So we're gonna go to it. So Burnham is actually Bandai Namco when it translates into English. This messed up. Nintendo Switch, reasons why the gaming industry is adopting Google Cloud. Again, this came out in mid-April. So why do I bring this up? And these articles, you can go look at them at CNET. This is Business Insider. So these are legit publications. And so while everybody was focused in on the gaming news between the Activision Blizzard and the CMA and the EU blocking for games, cloud gaming, Google quietly has been developing its cloud gaming strategy on the back end. I posted something on this in Twitter not too long ago. But unknowns to a lot of people is virtually all of Nintendo Switch's backend is transitioning to Google Cloud. Not only that, Google Cloud is also kind of strategically targeting each Japanese company. So if some of y'all may remember Capcom, I would not be surprised if Street Fighter 6 is on that, as well as Bandai Namco, which I mentioned earlier. But also what I posted not too long ago, if you were following the breadcrumbs, is Google has also gotten on the radar of PlayStation. Yes, that Sony PlayStation. Yes, and I know a lot of people have talked about Google Cloud or Amazon's cloud being supporting PlayStation, but it seems like Sony is not fully satisfied with that. So what does this mean? Does this mean we're going to see Stadia again? No, it's actually better than seeing Stadia again. You see, Stadia had its limitations. Everything, no matter what, we're going to go to your comments, Everett. No matter what, right? Stadia still had many limitations. What this does mean, though, are the game companies that have the catalogs of games that we want to play are actually looking at Google to partner on their cloud strategy. Now, does this mean that cloud's going to take over everything? No, that's not what this means. What this does mean, though, is that some game companies that were reluctant to try the cloud are now going towards it in order to potentially putting their games, whether they're a live service game or a game just for everybody to play. It's a one-player game. Think of Little Nightmares from Bandai Namco. That's what this means. And so to borrow a chess analogy, Google, in a way, had to sacrifice Stadia to make this happen. Because no longer is Google now competing with these other storefronts, potential storefronts. And so that is what this means. Now, all what's going on is really on the back end and what you've had. And for the longest, people have confused developers with cloud people, but cloud is actually separate. And now this gets developers to work on their game. So I thought that was really interesting. But yes, if y'all want to read it, go ahead. And yes, the Triforces, go ahead, look it up. And tell me what you think. Post it in this video. There's been a lot of chatter on it, actually in the gaming circles. Google Cloud, supporting from the business to business spectrum has now jumped up to close to 66 to 65% of the share of voice. And it's looking really positive if you are a fan of gaming on Google Cloud. Not Stadia again, I want to make that clear, but Google Cloud. And we're going to come back to cloud gaming in a second. But another thing that I wanted to bring up is something that I think is super, super important, but no one, again, is necessarily talking about it. And this affects gamers, and I'll tell you why. So, with that said, let me share this tab. What could it be? Here's the tab I want to share with y'all. Now, I hit on AI the last time I did like a show by myself, and I want to talk about this because no one's really talking about it. And I know a lot of people in the audience are huge, huge fans of shows. You know, we had Lion was our last guest, and he did a phenomenal. Oh, let me turn on some light. It's starting to get dark over here. You know, Lion did an amazing job talking about, his program. I know Cowboy does his own reviews. Obi Rose does a lot. But here's the thing that's going on. And it's kind of not been talked about so much in gaming circles, and I can understand, but I think it is something that we should all probably check out. And what that is the TV and film writers are fighting to save their jobs from AI. So if you did not know, TV and screenwriters in the United States have a guild, which is basically a union, and the screenwriters have now decided to strike. And so this means everything from Hollywood to every other silver screen media format. And so, why do I think this is important? And I think it's important because it brings up AI. Now, as we've heard from Rihanna Pratchett, shout out to Shades of Purple alumni. I believe, what were you, Rihanna? Number 12, 14, somewhere in there. Rihanna Pratchett, the writer for Tomb Raider, talked about how she was not only a game writer, but also media writer, meaning she wrote for movies. So this may not seem like a big deal because it's another media format, but there's a big, big difference between the screenwriters and game writers. And it has to do with the union. You see, screenwriters have a union. Game writers don't. So what does this mean? Well, this means that most likely game companies will potentially go towards AI to write all the dialogue, the narrative of a game. So some of the games that we love so much could go to AI. And this is actually what these TV and film writers, who I might remind you, are some of the same TV and film writers who do video games. They are trying to fight for this, for there to be protections from studios, particularly movie studios, from using just AI to write the content of the show, the movie, whatnot. There's no mechanism to do this in gaming. And so I pose a question to y'all. I know a lot of stuff gets like, what is the value of a game? Is that, whether it's $70, $30, $50, $100 DLC. The one thing I want to just reiterate to you is a lot of times there are people's jobs who are behind these numbers. And when push comes to shove, the first group of people in a gaming group, Severin, I would love to hear your point about this if you can pop up in chat, and anybody else who's done stuff with games. The one group of people who don't have any protections in a gaming company and usually don't have any permanent positions at a gaming company are your creatives. And now that we have AI who can now develop images, you can now develop voices, you can now develop the storyline. Who do you think is going to feel the brunt of this when it actually comes to be for game development? Jeff, what's up? Yes, it's the creatives. So next time you're actually advocating for the cost and the value of a game, realize when it comes to gaming companies, some of those things that we really, really love actually are the creatives. And the creatives right now are on the chopping block. And we know this because some of those same creatives are fighting for their jobs in media, and they don't in the other side of things, but they don't have the same protections here. And that, to me, at least should just give at least a little pause regarding the future of AI, the future of game development, and we talk about the purchasing power of a game. So that is that. Now, I told y'all I wanted to come back to gaming here, right? I wanted to come back to cloud gaming. And if y'all can remember, about a month ago, for everybody who follow me, I actually did a video game called The Wolf Among Us. Now, I talked about this on Cowboy's show. So, Cowboy, thank you for the opportunity to talk about it. But I want to bring it up because no one brought this up. And I think it actually gives a lot of perspective to the future of potentially gaming. I'm not going to say cloud gaming, but I do want to say the future of gaming. Let me see if I can get rid of my name. It's taking up too much of the space. Well, give me a second, y'all. Give me a second there. Let me take that off. Yeah. So without further ado, I'm going to show you a picture. Uh-oh. No picture. No picture. Yep. There we go. I want to show you this picture. Share this tab. Here we go. So what is the tab I am sharing? It is The Wolf Among Us. Now, what's so special? You're like, Purple, you played this on Xbox Series S. You streamed it. Yes, y'all, I know I have to finish the second chapter. You don't have to remind me of that. I do know this. But what's interesting is this is on the TV. This is on the Google Play Store. And this is actually free to play right now if you have Google TV. And it actually plays pretty well. So I went through, just so y'all didn't have to, I went in and downloaded the game and played it. Not only did I download the game and play it, I downloaded it on my phone. And what would you know? Cloud gaming saves went to both of them. So why do I bring this up as well? Right? Because for everybody who's like Stadia or cloud gaming probably is going to look a little bit different. And I say that from what it looks going to look a little different from what we have experienced in the past. And the reason I say that is because I thought this was really cool because it just randomly popped up. You want to know what else also popped up? Valiant Hearts. Yes, these are not the big graphic type of games, but we already know cloud gaming can already handle that because it's handling it in Luna, handles it in GeForce Now. It handled it in Stadia. I am not going to say Xbox, y'all. Y'all know Xbox let me down. Xbox let me down with Ori, but we know it can handle it. And so now you have this opportunity to potentially download the game if memory gets bigger in TVs, but also this could be a gateway to actually play the game via the cloud. This is actually the way I think that Netflix gaming is going to work. So if y'all did not know, Netflix gaming, you have to go on your phone and then you move it over and you can only play it on your phone. You can't play it on the TV yet. But I thought this was really interesting because had I known about this a few years ago, and when I say a few years ago, I mean like 6-7 years ago, there's a good chance I would have probably played that quite a bit. So that's that. So and I see y'all's questions, I see y'all's stuff. Everybody, thanks creators are also the ones who really drag out the process a lot. Yeah, they are, Severin, but that's part of their process. It's part of their process. So people who will play and not know it's streaming. Exactly, Rouster. People will be able to play and not know it at all. 100 life will look like cyberpunk. Hopefully we still have life in 150 years. That's my thing. So here we are. My little puppy. He's starting to cry. I'm not giving him attention right now. But yeah. So that is that. And then the last thing I want to leave us with, and again, I'm about to post let me get this. Let me get this while I'm here. Invite guest. Let me see if I can do this correctly. There we go. I'm going to post this here. And I think this should be able to take y'all in to come talk to me. Let me know if it doesn't. And let me see if I can post this to the top pin message. You can go link on that. I'll bring you in. But the last thing I'm going to do, because y'all know I am... Oh my God, where's my puppy? He is driving me. He's starting to bark. I'll have to give him a little attention here. Because it is the eve of Tears of the Kingdom going around. I just want to show this off really quick because I was really fortunate to do this. And you'll know where I'm going to be in like 12 hours. And that is this. So what is this? This shows you I have a ticket to stand in line at the Nintendo Store in New York to purchase the game in person. So I am going to be there getting all sorts of swag, maybe take a picture with maybe a Zelda character or something else. I'm super, super excited about this. Just so y'all know, I think Ambi was also on trying to get a ticket to do this. So, and it was like in the first 5 seconds, I just so happened to click refresh right as it went. So I am super excited for that. So that's all I have. Oh my gosh, where are you, Rennie? The crazy thing is I can't even see my dog right now. And I so this is kind of making me nervous. But with that said, let me stop streaming this. And we have our first guest coming on all the way from New Jersey, from the channel that is the king of content himself, none other than
Let's go, baby! Listen, Purple Haze. Let me tell you something. I am ecstatic and excited to be the first guest because the Cowboy King of Entertainment is back on Purple Shades with.
Y'all, he hurt his cowboy. Don't hurt yourself. You haven't had the surgery yet.
My bad. All right, we're gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna sit down now. I'm gonna sit down with Purple. Listen, I'm good to be back here with you. So what's going on?
You know, I'm happy to have you back. I'm happy to see everybody and have everybody back. Oh my God. You know, this dog. Give me a second, Cowboy. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Handle your business. Because I think I just broke something.
I don't know where my dog is that I can hear him. Come here. Come here. He's not having it today. I don't know. I took him I walked him. I did everything so he could be tired. And I think he got all into the excitement today.
The abuse you give this dog. That's why he's flipping out.
You know? Oh my gosh. You know, he knows he means so much. He is somewhere. I don't know. So, y'all, I may have to go off Chris Green because he's going to probably want to be just hugged. But with that said, Cowboy, what have you been up to? Like what, you've seen kind of some of my stuff. Like anything resonates with you in the most recent shades of or Purple Shades. You kind of know where I've been over the last year and a half or so. But what's been going on?
Well, I'm acting crazy and throwing punch and kicks and all that, but got a tear in my shoulder. So unfortunately, the Cowboy King of Entertainment is getting surgery on the 31st of this month. And so I might be down for a little bit, but I'll find a way to stream. Don't you worry. One hand, baby.
Oh my gosh. No, well, you are you're definitely in our thoughts and prayers. Surgery is no joke, no matter how serious or minor it is still going under the knife. So hopefully hopefully all goes well.
Listen, Purple, if one person that hurts when I do that. So if one person could handle a little baby surgery, you know it's gonna be me. But back to gaming, it's been cool. Like my channel is starting to become, I guess, what I want it to be eventually until I change it again, as I always do. But I typically do 2 podcasts on Monday, and as you know, you jump in, we talk about anything, right? From mostly gaming, but we can talk about relationships and other stuff to reviews of movies, blah blah blah. And then Wednesdays I've been doing. Yesterday was my, I think, 17th week in a row doing We Wrestle Wednesdays, All-Purpose Championship Wrestling League, and guys like host that's playing 3 a.m. in the morning his time, and we just play and have fun. And I'm trying to do a thing where I want to do Let's Play Together Thursdays, but I've realized some people just like to watch and don't want to play. So today I decided I'm just gonna call it We Play Games Over Here Thursdays. So now I'm just playing games, Purple. Finally played Kenna Bridge of Spirit or Kenna Spirit. What's the actual title of that game? Like you got the girl, she's running around.
Yeah.
It was like a big deal at one point. So I've just been going through games on subscriptions. I was playing a little bit of xCloud earlier. Man, Microsoft got to do better.
Yeah, I was just talking to someone about this, because we always talked about xCloud and Stadia and I'm not sure if X got worse.
It got
But
worse. No, I tell you, I remember about Cloudy V. Haven't seen him in a while. Love the dude. He was like, "Oh, no way is xCloud as good as Stadia." I said, "Bro, last time I played it, pretty good." He said, "Play a game on Stadia and xCloud and see." So I picked Wreckfest, right? I played matches on Stadia. I came in like first, second, third. Played matches on xCloud, first, second, third. I said, "Bro, if you blindfolded me and just put a controller in my hand and took the blindfold," they played the similar. Today, it's so bad. Like, not so the browser used to be good. That's all I played it on. The browser is so bad it gets artifacted where it looks pixelated. Now I start to play on the app because somebody said, "Dude, just download the app." The app was like, "Okay." Today, if you watch my stream, it's like a line just comes through and everything gets grainy. Yeah, man. They gotta do better. But my conspiracy theory is they're making their cloud not be that great because of this deal, so they could say, "Look, our cloud isn't even that good. That's why we're gonna give a deal to GFN. We're gonna push people to them. Our cloud ain't even that good." And I think maybe I would hope they will want to upgrade it and make it better, because it's not like when you play on the app, the PC app, you get a good, if you watch my stream, I got a good maybe half an hour, solid half an hour. I was like, oh, okay. And then you just seen like the lines coming, and it just never stopped after that. It just was off and on, off and on. So
no,
but
I hear you. I mean, y'all know, like, I'm probably gonna do a video. My next video of Purple Shade is gonna be a he now's over here now. My next episode of Purple Shade is gonna probably be a pro Xbox One, because I'm gonna do my part to hold the line. But
hold the line. Let's hold this line.
The deal is done. The deal is I've said this from the beginning. It is playing out exactly like I said it was gonna play out. And I expect the EU to approve it, y'all. I do expect that, but I expect come June, July, this deal is gonna be off.
You know what's cool, Purple? In my Discord, people was like, "Purple said it," just today. That's what Purple said. I said, she said it. So we'll see what happens. So the visionary.
Yeah, and Severn Evans later, but yeah, definitely. But we'll see. Cowboy. But we do have a line here, so I do want to give everybody. If you want to come back on, I'll let people know if there's no one on the line and so forth. But I definitely want to get FCAT. You're kind of co-host there, so FCAT is next.
That's my right hand man. I gotta give him his credit. My guy was Host. Host, he's doing his thing, popping in and out, but my man FCAT be there with the stories and everything. I sometimes get lazy, like, man, I ain't looking up gaming news. FCAT got it. Look in the Discord. I wake up in the morning, FCAT got it. We gotta discuss this today, that today. I'm like, damn, I might have to start giving them some of this check.
Nah.
Oh, no.
So let me get him, but let me FCAT before I'm gonna pull you off. I'm gonna come off really quick, y'all. Let me go grab this dog so he can be in my lap.
What's your dog's name?
Remy.
Okay.
So yeah, let me go get him really quick, because
Thank you, Purple. Take care. Have a good night.
Thank you for coming by.
All right,
y'all. I'll be right back.
Later.
There we go. FCAT, what's up?
Yo.
How are you?
I am chilling. Glad to be here finally on Shades of Purple.
Oh my god. Okay, if you ever want your own episode, just let me know. AKA Aminar. If y'all did not know, that is Aminar.
No.
So
not Aminar.
What's going on, FCAT?
Not much, chilling. That was some interesting cloud information you gave us earlier.
Yeah, no, you enjoyed it? Yeah, I think it got missed, and I think the business side, unfortunately in gaming, I think the business really dictates more about gaming than people want to realize. And anytime I can bring in something that what I think is important in gaming, I try to, and obviously we had, if y'all did not know, Unity, big player in the gaming industry, just let out 10% more of its employees recently. So that's another thing I was going to hit on, but somewhat sad news there.
Oh wow. But yeah, I mean Google's always known to shut things down, scrap it, and reform it as something else. As we saw with the Google Music turned into YouTube Music.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think and Bleep Flow Flaw, if y'all don't know Bleep Flow Flaw, he's one of the writers for Cloud Dosage. He kind of, he's definitely in the community. He actually, set this first, and I know a lot of other people were thinking it, but Stadia just doesn't make sense if you have the Play Store, if you think about it, right? The Play Store already has games. Stadia had games. It's too easy just to put those games also on the Play Store. And so I wouldn't be surprised if that is what things happen. But as we know, Stadia was more like a platform. The Play Store is not that. So, yeah.
To me, Stadia was more of a test. That's why, we got all our money back. But to me, still to this day, Stadia feels like it should still be around. Like the quickness and all that behind it,
Yeah, no, I think
all these other cloud services aren't kind of doing what they're doing.
Yeah, no, I think I was just talking about Stadia with someone today, and Stadia was phenomenal, but I think the future of y'all already know. I think a console Stadia was a console in the cloud. That's what made it so unique, right? And I think console gaming in general, I know a lot of people aren't going to want to hear this. Console gaming in general is kind of like a relic of your Gen X millennial generation, right? Younger, like if you look at the average age of a console gamer, it's like 35, 36. Right. And it's getting older each year. So, I just don't know. Go ahead.
Like for me, I've been trying out the 4080 tier on GFN, and that pretty blew my mind. But it still doesn't have that quickness into the game like Stadia did.
GFN is fun. I think Rouster and I played all of Orcs Must Die. So shout out to Rouster. That's my Orcs Must Die battle buddy there. But GFN's phenomenal. I have nothing against. I mean, I have it. I pay for it. To me, GFN though is it's not the same deal. Like I think that, like I continue to say this, like GFN is more or less a service to help sell hardware, and people still find that kind of hard to believe, but it's true. And but it works phenomenal. So I hear you on that, FCAT.
Yeah. So I have this theory that when GFN finally gets some Xbox games on there, they're gonna drop that free tier.
When GFN gets some Xbox games, they're gonna drop the free tier from GFN?
Yes.
Why?
Because I mean, a lot of people don't like it. Apparently, I mean, I'm okay with it. Once I got kicked out of a game, it told me to upgrade. It didn't even put me in a rig raid or anything like that. Like, and I was like, man, they must be looking to get rid of it.
No, they might. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the people at NVIDIA. What I do know though is, to me, GFN runs the best in the cloud.
Right.
That's what the best legally in the cloud. Let me.
Right.
Let me Vet's in the audience. I think I saw him earlier. Shout out to Vet. No one, no more. No, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Boost Roy got boundaries, so I'm happy.
So we'll see. But no, go ahead,
GFN, I don't know. They should advertise more that they are the 5 times more powerful than the Series X and all that jazz and stuff. I think they really should put that out there. And until we get like esports tournaments, like and they say, "Oh, everybody's using GeForce now, Ultimate tier or whatever." Like nobody's gonna take cloud seriously.
But maybe no one needs to take cloud seriously, right? Like to me, I think the beauty about the cloud is that I would love it to be like no one talks about platform. We just talk about games, right?
Right.
And like how cool would it be if Discord you could play the game from that, right? Because like no one has that type of connectivity and be able to create a community like Discord. And so like that's my dream. But obviously we're always gonna have like the console veterans. That's what I'm gonna start calling them, console war veterans, who are gonna
Like,
still saber rattle.
because I mean, I see it from both sides. You know, I've seen it from the cloud lovers and the cloud haters. And when Stadia went down, that just left like a black mark on cloud gaming, just like completely. Even though Stadia was considered a joke to these people, you know.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you. We'll see. We'll see. And as I tell people, because everybody seems to be hyped up about, I see you out there, Silent Cyber. Everybody seems to be super hyped about the mobile store that Xbox is doing, and it's about the mobile store. And I'm like, do y'all not remember the Windows Phone? It also had a mobile store. So
Right.
obviously thing people forget, and I wouldn't be surprised if Google, I would be surprised. I wouldn't be shocked if Google came back with something in cloud gaming.
This early?
No.
Or
No,
maybe
no. Like
down the road?
Who knows? Way down the road.
Yeah. They wouldn't be able to do it this early.
No.
That would be like a slap in the face to us.
No. Unless they gave you your games back, right?
So are they gonna more advertise this Google Play on PC thing? Or are they gonna build upon it?
I think so. I think like this is how Google works, right? And people, so many people didn't realize this about Stadia. They were like, "Yo, let's have Stadia do whatever." But Google works like this. Like they gradually add on and on. And I think if anything, this is what kind of hurt Stadia. What hurt Stadia was that the pandemic happened. Also from a developer standpoint, but also it was like you're trying to catch a wave for surfing, right? And you're trying to build your surfboard right as like the big wave comes, and you don't have the wave. So like they missed it, right? So I think that
we could definitely put COVID as a big thing to blame because Stadia went down.
Yeah.
Also, the lack of games and
a lot of things, FCAT. A lot of things. But
so
go ahead.
I recently just bought it's like a free for life lifetime thing for Nware.
How does that work? How does one buy something free?
So okay.
I'm just curious. How does that?
I worded it wrong, but like it was like $140 something, and I put in some kind of code, and it says, and it told me I have it for life now. Like I don't pay any subscription, so I can just kick back, wait till the U.S. server comes out, and I'm gonna be jamming on some Nware.
Free for life though. $140.
Free for life. I can will this to you if I die, Turtle.
I feel honored. I feel like the marketing person got their bonus. That's what I'm gonna say.
It's crazy, huh?
That's what. There's something crazy in the statement, but that's what it is. That's what it is, FCAT. Okay, my gosh. But
it's been great.
Yeah, no, it's been awesome. I know we got a couple more people in line, but FCAT, if definitely you're always welcome. If you want your own show, let me know and we can definitely set that up.
I'm not that type of person, you know.
No, but I'm going to be doing this monthly, so I hope you can stop by again. So
no doubt.
All right, thanks, FCAT.
Right.
Later. Holtz.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Holtz. What's going on?
Well, this is a long-time listener, first-time caller. I'm happy to be on, Purple's talk show at this
Oh
late at
my
night. I'm secretly keeping it quiet. It's like a dirty little secret of mine, just joining this radio show. But I heard Zelda and heard Cloud. I'm like, I need to get on this show.
Oh my gosh, Zelda, and I see another Zelda fan. I hinted at this person earlier in the call in the queue, but I do want to ask this question because no one, I kept asking, I kept saying like there's so much backstory in Hyrule Warriors. Did you play Hyrule Warriors?
Yes, I've played Hyrule Warriors and I played Age of Calamity as well. So I've got
Okay.
the full backstory of.
So you have so we're not going to do any spoilers on this, right? Because a lot of people didn't. Which do you think Hyrule Warriors has an impact on Tears of the Kingdom?
I'm not saying it's canon or but stuff like that, but I really love the storytelling of that with like sort of the interaction between the sort of the champions and Link and stuff like that. So I feel like it added to the sort of narrative of Breath of the Wild, even though it wasn't directly tied to it. And I feel like we need to have this sort of character development going forward in sort of Tears of the Kingdom.
No, I totally agree. I think that's if y'all have not seen it and you want to like do some, if you're gonna play the game sometime over the rest of the weekend and you have not played Hyrule Warriors, don't worry, it's actually kind of a hard game.
I wouldn't say it was hard. If you play like Dynasty Warriors and stuff like that, it's a familiar.
It was kind of hard for me because I was trying to do everything with Impa, and she did her best, but she was having.
My girl's Mifa. I love Mifa. She's damn right badass. All the characters in Zelda is great, and that's what I love about seeing these fan favorites coming together to tell a sort of narrative story that isn't driven, and that's what's so shameful about the fans of Zelda, because some of them disliked these Hyrule Warriors games, and I'm like, oh my god, it's just a different mechanic.
I was telling Zarina, she's a huge Zelda fan. Shout to Zarina. When she was on, like, Hyrule Warriors was like legit. So yeah, I didn't finish it. Go watch like the Hyrule Warriors cutscenes. It's like a 2-hour movie. Like it'll show all the cutscenes. It'll show the story about what happens, and it's actually kind of entertaining. So if you want to get
it's timestamped previously for Breath of the Wild and after Breath of the Wild. So in the end, it's not the same storyline, but it's a nice storyline. What if scenario, and I think that's what's amazing, because in the end, I've loved these characters from like the Breath of the Wild franchise, or what I'm used to in Zelda, and just seeing. Link, you always automatically think Link's the main character, or Zelda plays a viable part and stuff like that. But seeing supporting roles be totally badass in these games just makes you fall in love once again with the franchise again, where you feel like, I need this side story, I need this quest, I need this. And you think that these Zelda games could be just padded out past the initial 100 hours, 200 hours. It will never stop. And I feel like that's what I love about these.
Holtz, you hit the nail on the head on this one. Like, for y'all, if you can't tell, like there's a lot of excitement about this, because usually, like, right, Zelda games, not all of them, but a lot of them, they're like, oh, Link comes and saves Zelda and so forth. But in Hyrule Warriors, there are entire like story narratives that don't have to deal with Link. Like, there's entire character development between characters, between the champions, that the ones that die in Breath of the Wild, that it's just so well done.
I feel like what a lot of people actually think is like the protagonist is Link, but I feel like Zelda's always been about the characters of the world, like some of the Deku Tree, and we're talking about like other characters that support, and each different franchise has different supporting characters that I think Link wouldn't be who he is, or Zelda wouldn't be who he is, especially in Breath of the Wild, without these supporting characters. And I think that is what populates the world, and it's just amazing, especially in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
And once we've got this, how can you not want more? For the last 6 years, I've been craving this game. I'm like, where can we go from here? Because it's such a nostalgia franchise, and just seeing the epicness of the game of the year, one of the biggest 30 million Breath of the Wild, you think to yourself, it's only going to go get better and better. Fingers crossed. I've got really hope in this, and I just want to fall in love again and again with this franchise, and I feel that's going to deliver.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I haven't read, I have not read any of the reviews. I had someone read to me like what was the Metacritic score, even though I don't really trust the Metacritic, but to hear that it's pretty high across the board, and to look at the gameplay, to look at what they're going to do in this game, from what we know, like there's not, I see your comment out there, Lester, about 30 frames per second. And I apologize, y'all. Remy is like really going in today.
Remy, I mean, I thought he's such a cute dog. And when I heard his bark, I was like, Purple, you need to pay attention to the dog. I'm like, drop the game and chat. We need dog talk, But,
yeah. Let me give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm back. Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
you still there?
Yeah. Perfect. I mean, it really upsets me, and I've been saying this in Discord and to people that I have been on panels with and stuff like that, that 30 FPS and resolution doesn't bother me in any idea of like sort of game of the years or nominations or games over the year, because in my mind, to make a good game, it's definitely features, mechanics, world design, characters, music, and stuff like that defines a game well before I even go into the idea of resolution and FPS. But it's just sad that the sort of marketing and sort of reviews literally focuses on resolution and frame rates first. And I'm thinking to myself, it really is a shame. Flip it on its head, and you'll definitely enjoy these games, and it'll blow you away.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, for one, I to your point, I think it's the creative in Zelda that gets me, and that's why I'm so interested in like the story. Obviously people have asked, like, would you like to see Zelda, we've seen the mods of Zelda, any of the games, and what it looks like on like a 4090 and so forth.
I'm not really a mod person. Every time I see emulation, I think it's doing dirty to the platform and stuff like that. And they only show snippets, like a glamorous snippet, and it doesn't show like the full if the game run. And I feel like emulation is a dirty thing, and breaks the game. Where I'd rather support sort of like the Switch and just enjoy it at the resolution it was meant to and be fully optimized for the platform, than ever going big budget and then try and emulate something that it was never meant to be, for example.
Yeah, no, I totally hear you. You know what, Holton, and I totally forgot about this. Y'all, if you want to if you want to win a $50 gift certificate, Holt, you can participate too. $50. I totally forgot about this.
$50 sounds expensive. What's that current conversion? Ooh,
$50 USD sent to you.
Who wants to be a millionaire? I do.
Please go into the chat right now and put in. Let me see what we're gonna do. We're gonna do exclamation mark. Let me see. Can we do exclamation mark 50? I think we can. Exclamation mark 50. So go ahead. Go do that.
Do you spell 50 or is it 50?
50. Just 50.
50.
Yeah. And let me make sure one thing right here and say that. So 50. Yes. So hopefully we'll start going. And so Holtz, let's keep talking, and then as this starts coming in, we'll have we'll let the stuff go, and y'all know how I do it. But yeah.
I've totally went radio silence, well, internet silence, should I say. Once I hear something's leaked and dropped on the internet, I just ignore everything, because I do not care about this marketing, or I don't care about the sort of journalists or people that sort of break the game, because I know they're not true fans. So I would actually wait until I play the game, and then I could say, Purple, what do you think of the game? And I care more about your take than ever seeing some damn stupid spoilers or things like this on the internet. So I'm definitely going silent for this game, and I know this game's going to be game of the year.
No, this is going to be a solid one. I don't know if it's going to be game of the year. Now, I gave him some food. I gave you some food. Here we go. Let's stay over here. Holtz is talking. Let's stay over here. Holtz is talking.
Remy.
No. Oh my God. Obi Rose, I see you.
Who's a good boy?
Holtz, I want to get Obi Rose really quick. He's been waiting in chat,
sure.
but let me get him and I'll bring you back on. Obi, so sorry I seen you there waiting, brother.
No. Listen, I got to run real quick. I just wanted to say happy 50th. This is awesome. I'm loving it. I really like this format. I think this is awesome. Like, yo, come in. Let's talk. Let's get out. This is awesome. This is so cool. Have a blast. Be blessed and keep at it. I love everything you're doing.
Obi, we need to catch up. We need to catch up, and I'm going to bring you back on Shades of Purple because I'm going to be bringing alumni back on. I was going to announce that at the end, but we'll redo it and
girl, listen. Listen. I thought I was going to be able to stream and do. Having another kid. Oh man, I wouldn't wish this on anybody. It's
my God! Congratulations.
So it's been a lot. Like, I'm just starting to get to a place where I can like play Tekken again and post on Twitter. So I'm like, all right, cool. Still not getting any sleep, but hey, I'm like, whatever, it is what it is. But I really just wanted to say, yo, keep it up. Yo, you're doing it. Yo, I love it. I love the growth. I love it. I love everything that you've been doing. I'm loving your interviews. This is just so awesome.
Thank you so much, Obi.
Obi,
you've been part of this journey, so thank you so much.
Anytime. And before I go, I want to say one more thing. Listen, real quick. Cowboy is not ranked. You can't listen to nothing he says. And lastly, FCAT, take it from me. My software editing program, they said, pay $100. Never pay anything ever again for life. Got a contract, signed the whole thing. You know what happened at the beginning of this year? Oh, their terms and conditions changed. And in order for me to upgrade, it's an additional $34.99 free for life. Yeah, I'm good. It's just when
FCAT said he bought a free for life, I was like, that's not free.
Like you said, marketing won.
they got, but it's
got you. You've been had. Listen, have a good one. It was good to see you.
See ya.
Peace.
Yep, and I see you, Rudix. I'm gonna get Holtz back in later. Holtz back on here, and then I'll get to you, Rudix. All right, Holtz back. You're back.
Do you know what? I just love the people that you brought on. Some of my favorite creators and the energetic, personalities behind them is just why I follow them. Always love them. Always love you guys.
All y'all are this. Holtz, you had your Shades of Purple too. You're part of this, so
not saying that, but the best Shades of Purple in my mind.
It was definitely good. It was a fun one, y'all. If y'all did not, we had like 2 hours of conversation.
There's a lovely content creator out there. I'm going to just drop it. She's called Kai the Kenichi. She's a Nintendo Switch fan, and she went, is there a person that you could recommend me to watch Zelda Tears of the Kingdom? And I was like, yeah, you definitely need to check Purple Haze out. And I was like, Purple Haze. And I said, she's a lovely content creator. I said, the chat's amazing. You definitely need to check it out. She's a big, huge Zelda fan, plays survival horrors and interaction. And then I just went, you might not be able to find it, but here, just type in Purple Shades episode 13 Holtz and you'll get it.
You'll get
it. I dropped the self-promotion, like I said, just watch.
I seen that episode in the algorithm. It's the analytics has jumped up. Yeah. So
and we see, I just went, I could have named anything. I could just said Shades of Purple, but I intentionally made sure I dropped episode 30. If you have to find,
it's a great episode. They're all great, but yours is definitely, DDR King there.
So the whole point is, so in my scope now, Zelda is the biggest talking point now, and it's what I love about you, Chariot, and stuff like that, is that I found Nintendo people that can actually talk about Nintendo games, and I feel like to myself, it's not just Cloud, it's also franchises that we fell in love with in the past and what we're still promoting now. So I feel like it's a good time to talk about it.
It's a great. Well, I'll be talking about it. Like I said, I'm going to be talking about it on the stream. I'm going to be potentially might do this again just with a Zelda crew. Like, Rudix is playing it. He's going to probably beat it tomorrow, right? He's a speedrunner type. I won't allow it. You have Mostly Martinez and Hezekiah out there. Shout out to Mostly Martinez and Hezekiah. You got a bunch of.
I've got my nephew on board. I was a big Amiibo fan. a few years back, and I actually had a lot of Zelda figures, for Twilight Princess, the wolf, and I had Link on the horseback, and I had the champions from Breath of the Wild, and my nephew was 10, and a few years back, he went, "What's them? What's them?" And I was like, "Oh, do you know who Daruk is? Do you want to know who Revi is, and Mifa, and Uzaboa, and stuff like that?" And he went, "Yeah." And then he was playing with these figures like 3 years ago, and then he just took them home. And I was like to my brother, "Well, they're my amiibos." And he was like, "Yeah, but he loves Link, and he loves." And I was like, "He's never played the game in his life." And I just ended up losing these champion set of amiibos
That's what
just because
happened.
I was. And in his imagination, he's like, "Yeah, and take that Ganon and take that." And I was like, "Bye, figures."
They're gone. But it's so awesome to pass that along, though. Like, I think that's what's going to keep gaming alive. You know what I mean?
So I'm going to actually ring them up next week and say, how's them Zelda champion figures doing? Are they all doing all good? You playing them?
Yeah. No, I totally hear you. Holtz. Well, Holtz, thank you so much for stopping by. Rudix has been
anytime. Big shout out to Rudix. Love you, man.
Yeah, Rudix has been waiting. And Rouster, if anybody wants to join the link, so this is what I wanted to do is like make this like a radio show type of deal. So you don't have to come on with your camera. It'll allow you to not do that. But if you want to come on and let me roll it and see who won this right now. Obi Rose.
Ooh, drum roll.
Obi Rose, y'all won 50 big ones. 50 big ones to Obi Rose.
What did he win? 50 rupees? 50
$50.
$50.
50. We'll be doing it again here in a
Zelda. Pick up the $50 in the Zelda theme. That's all I'm going to say before I go. Till next time, Pavel.
All right. Later. All right. Let me get. Oh, here we go. Let's bring in none other than Rudix. What?
Hey.
Oh my God, are you in cosplay?
I got the hat. My wife got me this. She called it a sleeping cap, and I'm like, this is a Link hat, so I'm gonna be rocking this. That's nice.
Oh my gosh, Rudix. So how do you, Rudix? You're gonna be actually kind of the first person I know in our community that is playing Tears of the Kingdom. It's a lot of pressure. Like you have no way to like see anything else. Like it's gonna be super fresh when they see you play it. How do you feel?
I mean, I enjoyed the series back to Ocarina of Time being my first experience in gaming originally. And I love the whole setting, everything. I have no fears whatsoever. I'm confident I'll be able to power through the story very quickly. I mean, my main goal is power through the story and get to master mode, because that's where I'm going to really thrive and enjoy myself in the game. No other title have I gone back and I filled out every save slot with a master mode beaten game. I love the series. I love the gameplay mechanics. Ocarina of Time was so formative when I was growing up. I'm just beyond excited for the title, like inside and out.
No, I am my mama Haze. She can tell you, like, here I am, like this, like a little past middle age, but woman here, and she can tell you how excited I am for this game. And like when I won the lottery to be in the line, like for this moment. I don't know why I've never done anything like this, but I am super pumped for this just because I think it is like because of the Breath of the Wild set, at the time, and for Tears of the Kingdom to come out, and for the story, like there's just multiple things that I'm super excited about with this game. And then just for anybody who doesn't play Breath of the Wild and you don't get what we're talking about, Breath of the Wild really brought in some different game mechanics, some different elements to gameplay. And just from watching the trailers for Tears of the Kingdom, it's going to change open world gaming again. Instead of it being just horizontal, really bringing in this vertical element, bringing in this building element. Like, we've heard about crafting where you put together your character, your spells, or your weapons. But this one is like, it's going to take it to another level. And so I'm really excited about that, to see how, not only does this impact Zelda in the franchise, Link and so forth, but how this impacts gaming, will some people take this element and take it a little bit further?
I mean, it's beyond exciting having open world crafting now an element. You're going to randomly come into encounters where each situation will be different because they'll have a mix of different weapons, and you'll be able to find things that's around you and start to MacGyver. Like, I've never even
MacGyver is
experienced
exactly right.
So I'm looking forward to just really getting my brain in there and really letting it fly in this open world. And the verticality, I mean, I played Skyward Sword on the Nintendo Switch, just blown away by the story, the complexity, the relation to the Buddhism, and the like relationship between light and darkness and death and rebirth. And I mean, it's just the story transcends, it touches your heart. You can't help but feel for the characters. I can't wait to see what they do. I'm going in like a little bit blind. I've watched none of these leaks or whatever's been happening where people have been playing it early. So I am just, I really love this. Is almost like a pinnacle point of gaming for me. And when a Zelda game first drops, I remember getting Breath of the Wild and just being glued to my Switch for hours on end because the experience, the loop, the reward system, they just have everything so right when it comes to designing these games.
No, I totally hear you. And y'all, and I saw this earlier. So there's a comment in chat from Simpleton about your background. Can you talk about that for a second? Yeah, because I know you take a lot of pride in what's behind you, or you probably don't know, but what we're seeing is your
Oh yes, so this is my Simpleton. Yes, so I AI modified a Link, but that was a version of me. So Link has what I put long curly hair. It didn't really come out curly, but he's got long black curly hair, and then he's got more of olive skin. So I was like, man, this is so cool. I really liked it. Went with it. So I put it out there. It's cool. I like playing around with AI. It's been my first sort of jump into actually using an AI generated image. So it was a lot of fun for me, and I really do like the picture it came out with.
No, it did awesome. And once again, y'all, if y'all want to see Rudix play, he's doing it in 3 hours. He's going to be playing the game, Tears of the Kingdom. So he's going to be doing that. Super excited for him. I will be resting up because I'll be getting out super early for my ticket to be at the Nintendo store. But I know you're going to be playing it quite a bit coming up. So Zelda coming through Nintendo. We haven't seen this much Nintendo love in the community in a second. So
charging up my controller.
Oh, that's so exciting.
I got my Switch right there. It's all preloaded. Oh, I'm beyond excited. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a ton of fun. And so Rudix, if you want to stay around, definitely can. I know you've been waiting a while. We also have Rouster. I see it back there. We go. We have not heard from I've gamed with Rouster a lot. So Rudix, I'm going to bring him on. But if you want to stay on, go ahead. And anybody else who wants to come on as well, the queue is open. But without further ado, Rudix, is there anything you want to say or ask or talk about? Because we can talk about Zelda.
Well, one last thing, I just want to say I'm super appreciative towards the community. I had this fun goal of trying to get above 50 likes before I went live, and the community came through. I'm now at 57 likes on my video, which is just beyond awesome for me. And thanks everybody who listened to my tweet and just went out there and liked it. It just gets me even more pumped for this awesome thing for me.
Do you want me to post it to get some more? If you send it here through the little private chat, I'll post it.
Okay, yeah, I will do that. And yeah, I just that, and check it out, RUDIGGZ. But I will also post a link for you, and you can talk to Rouster there.
Yeah, gotta get Rouster. And if y'all want to come back, I know Holtz and OB Rose and Rudix, like I said, the queue's open after Rouster, but I want to get Rouster because he and I have put some serious time into Orcs Must Die. And thank you. Let me take this out and put this in here. So y'all, if y'all go ahead and like this video, get Rudix pumped. It's just doing awesome stuff. He is championing Tears of the Kingdom for the community here at midnight. So that's super awesome.
Well, thank you.
And as always, Rudix, thank you so much for joining us. Just thank you for being awesome and so forth. And
Well, you're awesome. Thanks for the
yeah.
space.
No worries. And if we can just get you to understand remake versus remaster, will be awesome.
Oh,
With that said,
you ended it and oh.
Rouster, what is going on? I've never Rouster, we've gamed so many times and now we're talking.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time on there.
Yeah, I know, but
is my mic working okay?
Your mic's working, your camera's on. So
okay, well, yeah, I'm using some crappy Chromebook camera, but probably looks okay, I guess.
No, you look. I mean, so I know today's a gym day for you.
No, it's not. It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Friday, I know. So yeah, so what's going on, Rouster?
Not much, just hanging out. I've been like in a bunch of streams, just bouncing around like I usually am.
No, well, Rouster, I think it's just for everybody who doesn't know. So I really started connecting with Rouster in chat, and around the time Stadia was closing, if y'all remember, it was the ranking system that someone put together for Stadia, where we could see everybody's score. And Rouster was like one of the few people who had like a higher score than me in Orcs Must Die. And I was like, how is this possible? Like I had like 200,000 kills of orcs. Rouster had like 350. And so once we found out that Stadia was going to shut down, obviously we were a little sad because that we put hours, a lot of hours in that game.
Yeah.
We decided to get Orcs Must Die on GFN and just totally go at it, at the highest level, highest difficulty. And
yeah, it's been fun.
Super fun.
I'm really enjoying it
every weekend. It's been really fun. I think we did it in Stadia and then we did it in GFN. So we wish Stadia goodbye with that. And then we did it doing it in GFN. And we're at the very last war scenario. So this Sunday it's going to be on.
Well, yeah, I have a tight weekend, but I'm sure we can.
Well, if not this weekend, next week, Roster, we're gonna do
it. We'll find some time. We always find some time, whether it's morning or afternoon or evening, whatever it is. We usually find some time to play. But yeah, Orcs Must Die is definitely one of my games. I like strategy stuff, so it works out, and it's a little bit of first-person shooter, which is not my strong suit so much, but it's a nice mix. That's what I really enjoy about Orcs Must Die.
Now, what I like about playing with you on Orcs Must Die, our styles are a little different, right? The way you set traps and the traps we use and the way we the angles we take, I think it balances out. Roster's really good, y'all. There's a reason why he had about 200,000 more deaths in Orcs Side than me, but it works really well. And in some of the levels, like we're in. By the way, we are like platinum. What is it called? Platinum.
I don't know, but
we're doing like all of like 5 skulls time. Like that's what we're doing and beating at that level. So it's been super fun.
Yeah, I did we get 5 skulls on everything?
We did 5 skulls on everything. Yeah,
at the highest difficulty. Yeah,
at the highest difficulty.
It's I'm impressed with people that can do it solo. So. but it's still hard in multiplayer. It's not an easy thing. So
no, it's still been fun.
Agreed.
And Roster, thank you so much for always being in chat and always just supporting the channel, supporting everybody.
Of course,
you're like in everybody's chat, and you're always doing awesome.
So. I wanted to come on here mostly to say hi and just talk for a minute because I just thought it'd be a great opportunity.
Oh, well, I feel honored because I haven't seen you on camera before. I seen your picture, but I never seen you, so I feel honored. So
yeah, I'm trying to break out a little bit. I'm just like not the most. I'm a little bit introverted, so try to break out of that a little bit.
No, well. I feel you're doing awesome. You're in chat. We're seeing you. We game. Now we got to see more of you.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I'll try.
Oh man, yeah. Go ahead, Roster.
No, I'm just nothing. I didn't really have anything to say.
No, super awesome. But I mean, obviously, any questions, y'all? If y'all want to ask me a question, by the way, that's why I'm also opening. It's like a radio show, so if there's a question, if there's any kind of thing, and I'm not putting you on the spot for this one, Roster, but for just anybody else who's ever wanted to ask a question, like I said, I'll probably try to do this once a month, just because I think there's enough news, gaming news that flies under the radar that I can make a good 20-minute segment on in a month, and so I'll probably do that once a month. Same channels, same show and stuff. Fun. Okay, later, Rudix. I will, if you want to come back after that. There's no one in queue, so I'll see you, Rudix. I see you there.
Yeah. Let's go back to Rudix. Sounds good.
Well, Rudix says we can bring him back, Roster, if you want. I'll bring Rudix back on really quick, but thank you so much for joining, Roster.
Okay, you're welcome.
All right.
Bye.
Okay, here he could not leave, y'all. He could not leave. Oh my god.
The wife and I are watching some Survivor, but I want to say, when I was first asked to be on the Purple Show, back when I had Chat Stadia as a podcast between Nads and I, my ego went through the roof. Oh my gosh. I told everybody and their cousin to come to that show and support me. I think we had like 46 people in there at one point, because I told everybody. I told my mom,
you brought the
told my dad,
your mom came.
I told
she was
all
like the
siblings.
Star of the chat. It was huge. Your show is still kind of like, if I go back, because you can see like peak numbers, your show is you and Doc Dark are like tied, like for how many people came out. And it was so cool because it was like right around the same time. So it was like, you definitely brought it.
It was a lot of fun for me, and I know Nads enjoyed the hell out of it. He's been just coming along on this journey with me and enjoying every minute, and just says, hey, wherever you go, I'll come along with you. So I super appreciate that. And the show that we put on every week is a lot of fun. Get to hang out and talk with my very good friend who I met through Google Stadia, who I always think that is insanely crazy. Just trapped every day inside in the pandemic, playing Destiny 2 every day with somebody who I wasn't sure where they lived, but we were hanging out. Turns out 3 hours away. And then once all the rules dropped, we hung out, and we actually know each other, and we're good friends. I go to his wedding. I meet his family.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh.
No, it was super fun. I mean, I think that one was just so cool because y'all wanted to do it together. You're at Chat Stadia, and just coming to it was just, and y'all's personalities it was just so cool to see y'all together, and for me to interview you. So thank you a ton for that. And then just kind of seeing, we know Nads is busy saving the world, as we say.
Yeah.
And you're doing awesome stuff too. You're an entrepreneur, expanding, doing amazing, and then also finding time to game and beat really, really hard games. Yeah. And
I'm sweating it out on Jedi Survivor right now on Grandmaster. And because I'm in a circle with Maker of Chaos, David Wilson, they're all like, oh, if you take it off Grandmaster, don't even consider it a win. I'm like, oh my gosh. And
my gosh, you're talking to some pretty tough Maker. So Maker like speed runs. Ever since he told me that he speed runs, what's the game? Elden Ring. I've been like, wow. Like he was doing that like the first month it came out. So legit. And then David Wilson, we already know, reigning cloud gaming champion. He came, if I'm not mistaken, David Wilson came second place in the Mortal Kombat tournament. Or wait, did he? David Wilson definitely placed. The person
I had my sister's wedding on the anniversary of Mortal Kombat, actually.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And so it was David Wilson, or was it David Wilson?
It was Ninja Guy X.
No, Ninja Guy X didn't do it. The guy who won was out of Italy.
Right. And he was the Joker. He was insane.
Joker was insane.
A phenom.
Right. I want to say it was because we also had Suave's brother, who was really good in the finals. We had Cowboy in the semifinals. And I want to say
Cowboy was in the tournament at one point. I remember some theatrics.
and then, but no, I want to say it was David Wilson, who was the
Wilson? It may have been because I had to go for the wedding, but I do not put it past him. I remember for weeks before it, he was training.
Prepping.
He was prepping his guy. He was saying, I'm going to be this character. I remember training with him and him absolutely flooring me. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember we were getting really pumped for that. And it just so happens that the tournament, that Stadia shut down like the weekend before. And that just was such a blow. But we still made it happen some way. But I want to say it was David Wilson, who's second runner up in that game. But either way, phenomenal gamer, was also on the Stadia Rainbow Six Siege team. So shout out to David Wilson. Just amazing.
Absolutely.
And Rudix, I'm just joking with the remake and remaster comment.
They're the same. Oh my gosh. And here's what I learned after talking with so many people, that my theory has evolved. It's each individual developer has their own rules. It switches from person to person. Like what happens in the Resident Evil franchises for remakes and remasters is different from another game that's being remade or remastered, like the All Humans or Destroy All Humans. Like it's a marketing ploy. And I don't think I'll ever get off of that. I don't know. It's hard to convince me because there's so many different scenarios.
So for anybody who wants to know the background story, Cowboy and Your Mama Knows, the first Shades of Purple guest, as well as the first person on tonight's show. And Jaw, you can join if you want, for sure. We're doing like radio style, so if you have any questions or comments or just want to come on, more than willing, just hop on. But Cowboy asked this question: can a remake be considered for Game of the Year? So as you know, this is like world peace type of answer question here. Like if you get this wrong, stakes are high. And so I said yes, because remakes can be nominated for the movie of the year in the Academy Awards, right? He didn't even say when. He said nominated. He said, could it be nominated? Right. And so I was like, okay, Dune was remade and it was nominated for the movie of the year. Like that's what happened. Rudix took the opposite approach, as you can see. He says no. And so this has been a source of tremendous tension in the gaming community, because Rudix will not let this go. And so here he is, and y'all have heard it from, he says they're the same thing, and there lies the schism.
And because the very aspect of a game is the game mechanics and the interaction that you have with the game, that doesn't change with a remake or remaster. It's just a new coat of paint. So in that scenario, why would you win Game of the Year when the very thing that makes you a game does not change?
I say it was not.
Why would you even be nominated? Because every remake or remaster should be titled with the original date that it came out with, because that is the only year that it can contend for Game of the Year.
It can be a different game. Mechanics, Rudix, it can be a different game. Like
then it's not the same game, because there's not a scenario where a remake or a remaster transforms a game into a different title altogether. The game mechanics don't change.
Oh my gosh. I think Final Fantasy
this is
7...
what I mean. This is, people can pull out all these different games for different scenarios because every developer does something different. There's no one rule that applies throughout the entire stream of the industry. Because, yes, Final Fantasy VII was a complete change in everything they did, and that is the only game that they ever did with. And to be honest, it's a brand new game for me. Like Final Fantasy VII redub or whatever they called it is a brand new game.
Okay, yeah. And so that's a remake.
No, but if you, like, for instance, Destroy All Humans, they called that a remake, but none of the game mechanics changed whatsoever. It's just a brand new coat of paint. Demon Souls for the PlayStation 5, they called that a remake, but none of the mechanics changed. It's just a new coat of paint. So it just doesn't make sense. It's just not one rule applies through the entire stream of the industry. Every developer says this would be the best word for our marketing. And it should not apply for Game of the Year of that year. It's
all I'm saying is if it can happen in the movie industry, it can happen in the gaming industry. They're literally parallel to each other. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I think that's what I'm just saying. The question was, can it? And I was like, it can. I didn't say it's going to win. The question was, can it be nominated for Game of the Year? And I'm like, yeah, it can, because this other one can't. I think that's the basis of my argument, Rudix. But we're gonna agree to disagree on this one.
I never understood what that meant, but if that just means I'll stay by my point and you can stay by your point and we're still friends, then for sure.
That's usually what it means. We're gonna agree, so they're gonna remain the friendship, that we're going to disagree on this. So yes.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. So we have Holtz wanted to come back on, Rudik. So I know you had to get to your wife, and I think I told you all this, like Parvati Shallow. It's a good friend of mine.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, we are big into Survivor right now. We're watching all through the series, and yeah, we bring it up. We're like, oh yeah, the person who knows poverty or purple knows poverty and stuff. It comes out, so it's pretty cool. It's funny how it's like 6 degrees of separation from everything. It's like,
yeah, no, poverty's super nice. I always can. I think I told you all this. I can never tell if it's like she's trying to manipulate me or she's really my friend. So it's like always this tension with her, like because she'll be like, "Let's go do yoga," and I'm like, what are you trying to get from me? So it's really, but she's super sweet, or I think she is. Oh my god.
Oh, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, but I see we have Ja on. So Rudix, I'm gonna drop you off, and then I'm gonna get Ja on really quick, and then Holtz, I see ya. Holtz, can you let me know if you can stay on, because I want to get Ja, because she got her hands full. But Rudix, great to see you. And definitely good luck tonight.
Happy 50th episode.
Yep, no problem. Thanks for coming by. All right, later, Rudix. And we're gonna bring in Ja really quick. And so, who do we have? Oh my god!
Hi.
It's Odessa.
Look, say hi.
Hey, all the way from Wisconsin, right? Wisconsin or Wyoming.
Oh.
And what? The baby.
Yeah, we're all
oh
my gosh. Ew.
How old is she? 9 months? 9 months?
7. She'll be 8 this month.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Look at this future gamer. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, say hi. Wait, look at the camera. Say hi.
Odessa.
Hi. She wanted to come and say hi.
Oh my gosh. Well, hello, Odessa. Hey, Odessa, how are you?
Odessa, Skyland said hi.
Skyland's there? Oh my gosh.
Skyland said hi.
Where is Skyland?
Skyland is in New York.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, where is he?
At her house.
But where?
In her house in New York?
Where?
What do you mean where? What else can I tell you?
Where is Skyland?
I love this.
Thank you. They're cute at times, yes. Rambunctious, I can tell you that.
Oh my gosh. Ja, tell me, you're a Nintendo fan. Are you excited about this game?
I am. I'm excited about a lot of games, but I am excited. I love Zelda since like the day one. So
day one fan.
Day one. Like when it was like, I think it was like when it came out, I think maybe on the Switch, if I'm not mistaken, is when I first played it. I don't know, or no, not Switch, but DS or Game Boy. I don't remember which one, but I remember I played it. And it was very pixelated, very small. Like
little.
To stop. Very little. And you had to, you remember, and then how it advanced to like 3D, 2D now. It's kind of cool how it like we watch Zelda change. So but yeah, I'm excited. But
oh my, y'all, this here, I see it, y'all. You are working.
I haven't been playing. Yesterday. I was playing my Switch, and then like baby cried, and then Odessa like cried and then like wanted attention. I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna save the game and play later. So I play like sometimes, but not all the time. As you can see, it's hard.
Oh my gosh.
Secret, I play when I go to the bathroom. Haha, wink, wink, because that's the only time I can. It works.
Oh my god, but you're doing so much.
So
and oh my gosh, so cute. So cute. Holding it down. I love
Yay!
Skyland. Oh my god, this is Skyland's first time. This is all of y'all's first time on Shades of Purple. We'll need to get you your own episodes of Shades of Purple.
Just let me know. I just gotta make some time because like
purple?
That is purple.
Oh.
She likes purple too.
I do.
Purple?
Yeah, purple. Her favorite color is purple, just like yours.
Yes, I love purple.
Purple.
Yeah.
How funny.
Oh my god. Let me see if I can.
Let me know, and then I will make time. Especially with these two. Hey, chill.
There we go. Make it a little bit more purple in here. There we go.
There, look at her. Look at her room. Look at her room. It's purple. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cammy's favorite color is purple too. There's a lot of purple. Purple people are some of my favorite people.
Huh?
What's Kiwi?
She said Cammy.
Oh, Cammy.
Skyland's mom. Oh, jeez. Will you keep still? I just wanted to come and say hi.
Oh my gosh, John.
Yeah.
Thank
There's
you
a
so
couple
much.
of games that we in our household that he wants to get. Diablo 4 is one. Hubby was talking about. He's like he put aside money to get Diablo 4. Apparently there's like a couple of games that he wants to get. There's a couple that he's been saving money aside. I'm just like, okay, but Diablo 4 is the big one in this household.
Yeah. So
he's waiting for it.
So, John, I think if you can, let's do the Thursday before Diablo 4 drops. Let's have your Shades of Purple that day.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll see.
It's like going to probably be, I don't know, when June 6th is when Diablo 4 drops, but because the story with Ja and her husband and Diablo is it might top Rudig's Stadia story in meeting that. It's intense. So I don't want to ruin it now, but it is super cool.
It is.
But it just talks about how gaming brings people together.
I was like, you're gonna get Diablo 4. Does that mean I can get on the Switch? And then he just looked at me. He's like, well, duh. And I was like, oh. He's like, and I was like, okay.
Well, it's gonna be cross-platform.
Yeah, it is.
So, and I love that. You know, y'all know I love Outriders, and you just put in a code and you can play across platform. I love games like that. So, Diablo 4. Rouster's going to be having Diablo 4. I know Rouster's a big Diablo 4 person.
I think there's another person that wants Diablo 4 too. There's a couple people that in here that I saw when we were talking about it last time.
So, speaking of people and having games, y'all know I'm going to do another. I'm going to do another giveaway while you're on, Ja. Another giveaway. So for everybody in chat, please put in exclamation mark purple. Exclamation mark purple for your chance to win a $50 gift card, and you can use that for whatever. If it's for a game, if it's for rent, if it's for food, if it's for investing, you definitely go ahead and go do it. So for sure, definitely get it all. And I see people popping in. I see ya. Reaver, I gotcha. Rune, I gotcha. Diverse, what's up? Cowboy, I see ya. Rune, how are you?
Hey, everyone.
We'll keep it going. Capital P, doesn't matter. Cowboy, I got you either way. If you put it in there, I see you, and I'll shout out the names here once they're all in. So yep, I see ya. Just keep going.
Let's go.
Super exciting. We'll have it here. And I'm doing Celtics down to the 76ers. Oh no, Rune, you and Sour Blow. Both of y'all are Celtics fans. Sour Blow from Xbox International. So with that said, Purple, I see you there, roster. We're getting everybody. Getting everyone.
Lay down on the other side. Sister's kicking.
So right now I have Wit, Simpleton, roster. Let me do. And here in a second, once we get, hey Cammy, how are you? What's up, Alice? 50th. Thank you so much, Alice. We're about to do a $50 gift certificate. So if you want to put it in, !purple, and I'm going to wait a whole minute. So no, 1 minute, I'm going to roll it and we're going to see who won. So definitely you want to put that in.
Whoa. Hold it.
Go ahead, everyone. I see you there, Cammy. I see you. Holtz, I gotcha. And Holtz, I see you in the background here. I see you in the back. Look at this baby. Oh my gosh. An actual baby. Cuteness. Y'all, Remy has nothing on. Remy, you don't have. This is a cute baby, Remy. This is a cute baby. Okay, so I see you there. All right. I think we have everyone. Got Ellis. And I think we got Rudigs. I see you, Rudigs. I think we got everybody. All right. Here it is. Cute overload. I know, Reaver. So it is Bliss. What is going on?
Touch my phone.
Bliss, make sure you put !purple, !purple for a $50 gift certificate.
Say !purple. Woohoo.
So we'll get you in there and then we'll roll it. We'll roll it. That's what it says. It says roll it. So once we get that,
whoa.
So let me know, Bliss, and we'll do it. I said 1 minute, but we're going to give you 10-15 seconds. And if you can't do it, no worries, because we'll do another giveaway at the end of the show as well. So with that said, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is for $50. $50, y'all. USD. Rune Mamba. What's going on, Rune? If there, if you didn't, if the Celtics lose, at least you got $50, Rune. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Yay!
Yay, Rune. I know, Rune. Isn't that cool, Rune? Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
All right.
So thank you so much, Ja. I know you're kind of with a handful here, but I will be doing another giveaway. So, and we have Holtz here. But thank you so much, Ja, for coming by. Thank you.
Bye, Purple.
Later, Skyland. All right, later, Ja. Holtz.
I feel guilty now, stealing the limelight from the future coming.
You couldn't tell Ja was doing some work.
Myself,
Ja was working. If y'all want to know what real work looks like, Ja was doing like that is work.
I mean, I love the stories from Rudigs when he was sitting there telling about his family getting in chat with Purple, Haze interviews, and then you've got young gamers that are like, hiya Purple, and then my niece and nephews, they know your voice, they know Cowboy's voice and stuff like that. And I just thought, like, oh my God, I'm gonna join back in after that. But they're so inspiring and so welcome and stuff like that. But
yeah, no, it's super awesome. And just for everybody, Obi Rose, I know how to get in contact with you. Rune, I believe you're on Discord. I believe you're on ISO Motion Gaming's Discord. I'll reach out and get your whatever you want, PayPal, Cash App. Just let me know, and we'll send you the $50 that way. So don't worry. But we'll be doing another one, y'all, and then we'll be doing for your very own it's his Xbox, but it's Shades of Purple controller at the end of the show. And that's going to take like a month because I didn't order it till today. So it has to come in and then I have to send it to you. It's a long story, but you'll get it. But Holtz, what's going on?
Well, I wanted to actually join in when Rudix was here, the whole controversy between like remasters and remake. But after being sitting there, I was like, oh, the time's gone. Like, but
no, bring it back. Bring it. How do you feel? How do you feel?
Mad respect, but to me, like a remaster is a different, coat of paint. And I know Rudix was sitting there saying each of their own developers. But you see, I've been playing games since like the N64 Twin Snakes, which is Metal Gear Solid. I've seen once again N64. Resident Evil, which added new mechanics, new graphics, stories to add to like Barry and stuff like that. And I feel like a remake adds all these mechanic features and stories and isn't just a code of paint. And then I know like Rudix mentioned Final Fantasy VII, which I would have defaulted to straight away. But I'm sitting there speaking like, what about Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee? That was a game that was remade from like 1997. And if you compare the two, it might have similarities in story and the way it's set in the game, but it's totally different mechanics, totally different art style. It's a totally different game, but just set in the era.
I think his argument, Rudix, forget, he's watching Survivor. He has to get his energy up for Zelda later today. Midnight Y'all on Rudix's channel over there, Cloud and Console. Or actually, no, I think it's on Rudix's actual channel. I posted it up earlier. But I think his thing, there's Rudix. There he is. He says there's no rule to it. He's saying there's no rule to a remaster and a remake. And even though I agree with that, there isn't a rule. I think when you actually an actual remake that is more than a coat of paint, that actually changes game mechanics. It changes the feel, the look of the game, which is the definition of a remake.
No, we don't really have that many remakes.
Yeah.
For example, we have loads of remasters since like the PlayStation 3 days and plus like that, but we don't have that many remakes. And I think that's where a lot of people get confused. So when someone says, okay, don't mention Final Fantasy VII Remake, it's like, okay, that was a graphical overhaul, character models. Final Fantasy VII was a turn-based style, and now it's an action-based style. And you think to yourself, the game is actually being reimagined and redistributed, and it's just it's a just totally different game set in when it was released, 2019. That just only thing that ties to the OG is the name and the characters. And I feel like that's what a remake is. So when I just mentioned like Pokemon Let's Go, Final Fantasy, Resident Evil 1, Metal Gear Twin Snakes, once again, Resident Evil 1 got remastered again, so did 2. And not remastered, remade. And you think to yourself, there's loads that you can draw from. And I understand what he's trying to say when he brings in like Demon Souls or like Shadow of the Colossus and stuff like that. But I feel like they're definitely remasters, not remakes.
No, I totally agree. And my whole thing is like an actual remake. If it can't be a game that's just right. I don't think a game that is said remake that claims to be a remake but is actually a remaster, I don't think it would actually be nominated.
Well, I was watching your stream yesterday, and you were sitting there saying you went back and played a game, but you didn't really enjoy it because it was Metroid. You didn't like the remaster of Metroid because the mechanics. And I feel just because you got different codes of paint and you got like better special effects, the game is still old-fashioned because the mechanic takes the old style mechanics that the game from whenever it was. And I feel like that's a remaster, just a code of paint and nothing else.
No, I totally agree. I think I totally agree on this point. Obviously, this is why Rudix and I are agreeing to disagree on it. And he keeps saying destroy all humans. Did I miss there was a different destroy all humans?
There was sort of like the Destroy All Humans and like Destroy All Humans like Reprobe and stuff like that. The second one, I think that was a remaster. I don't think that was a remake.
No, but it says Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed. But is there another Destroy? Are you sure you're talking about Destroy All Humans?
I think what really upsets it is the marketing terms, like sort of the company behind The Last of Us, and they said they were working from the ground up, and everyone thought it was a remake, but it wasn't a remake. It was a remastered from the ground up, sort of adding certain mechanics and graphical, but it wasn't. It was sort of half-arsed. It wasn't a full remake and it wasn't a full remaster. So
yeah,
I think that's where people get confused. But there definitely are remakes that go back years that is not on sort of like the PlayStation idea or stuff like that.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. Yeah, but no, Destroy All Humans. I just saw it, Rudix. You're exactly right. Well, you're right about there being but my whole thing is, like I said, if they were to come out and let's say redo the very first Zelda, right? The very first one, The Legend of Zelda, right? In today's you same. It's this. Sure, you're still going to the same parts, the same map names and stuff, but it's like a 3D game. That's a remade game.
Well, Cowboy was really upset in one of his chats when he was speaking about Resident Evil 2. He said he loves Resident Evil 2 Remake, but there was some scenes and maps that wasn't in the original, and it just threw him off because he likes the nostalgia factor. And I thought, well, that's a remake. It's adding extra story and maps and continuality of stuff and like that wasn't in the original, hence why it's a remake. And I feel like that is why I'm so heavily invested in Final Fantasy VII. Or even though I love the nostalgia, I love Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VII from '97, this game is totally different, and it will develop totally different in the future. Hence, it's a remake.
I told you. Well, Holtz, you're one of the few people who I know is into Final Fantasy and Zelda. So, question to you: what are you going to do if you cannot beat Tears of the Kingdom in a month?
Listen here, people, that's not going to happen. Just, it ain't going to happen. I'm going to finish Zelda. See, I'm the type of gamer that I pre-order games well in advance. And I'm that type of gamer that look at my calendar and I think to myself, oh my God, how am I going to pencil this in? And how can I afford it? So I structure this months in advance. So I start thinking to myself, Tears of the Kingdom in May. Yeah. Then Final Fantasy 16 in 42 days. And I'm actually working out the maths going, okay, I can only spend so many hours a day in gaming, 2 hours. Okay. But when it comes to gaming as a whole, I'm lazy. But when it comes to my favorite franchises like Final Fantasy and Zelda, I'm going to invest time and effort because that's what I love. And then when I burn myself out, I can relax and I can sit to use and say, oh, game of the years is this. But then I'll fall out of love with gaming, playing sort of the in-between AA games or the games that I'm not interested in. But when it comes to the big hitters, I'm a heavy hitter.
Oh, he's a heavy hitter.
So you know me, and so when people sit there and go, oh, some people out there that go, oh, Final Fantasy 16, I'm going to put 50, 100 hours in. Trust me, my eyes will be popping out of my head and I'll be finishing it in about 10 days. And I'll be like, oh, I'll be so fatigued. And I'll be like, as long as I got it out my way. And you'll be like, but you didn't have to do that, Holt. And I'll be like, I know, but I've got a timetable to stick to. That's me. That's me in the gaming space.
No, I am super excited because I have obviously Bramble, which I'm going to finish here soon. I have Zelda, which I'll stream. That'll be the game that I stream going forward for the foreseeable future. I have 10 Hearts, which nobody except me is excited for, but I have 10 Hearts, super excited for that game. Then I have Pikmin 4, and that's going to carry me for quite a while.
That's why I love tuning into your streams, people, because it's games that I've not played. I mean, it's some games that I've played, like Wolf Muslim, but when I seen Bramble, I was like, I would never give this the time and day. Because I'm distracted by the idea of Zelda and stuff like that. And when you fit it in, and the game only came out 2 weeks ago, I'm like, oh my God, I would so love this game. How come it went past my radar? But seeing you having a different genre of games, it makes me like really invested. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm going to be, those are usually, I have the horror ones and I start to switch away. Bramble's obviously, that's actually a really dark game. It's a dark game for everybody, but it's an enjoyable one. but I will be changing it up because I do like my indies, and so we'll see. So I've been kind of mapping out throughout the year. There's a couple more that I think are going to be exciting. So, but I'm glad you like it.
So do you pencil in games that you
I
want to
do.
play, or do you
I
just wing
do.
it? Yeah.
I do, and I know kind of when the games get released. You know, I'm so yeah, I definitely do. But I'm always really on the lookout for indie games. So what I and you know this Holtz, like there's the games that I play on stream, and but then there's also games I play off stream, and so there's always like three, just for everybody. There's always like three games I'm playing. There's one game I'm playing on stream where I come and enjoy it and talk to everybody, and I like that environment. There's one game that I play with someone else in multiplayer, and that's been Orcs Must Die with Rouster recently, and then there's one game that I'm. It's usually like an indie puzzle game that I'm always playing off stream, and then chess every day.
To me, I feel like I'm a very modest person when it comes to gaming, but I feel like there's certain people that really get under my skin and actually brings the competitive nature out on me. So we were actually doing game of the year last year. Oh, well, before game of the year. And Cowboy and Making a Chaos was being on God of War, and I love God of War. And they started talking, Ben, we're going to finish the game before you. And I had no one. I was like, I bet I'm going to finish before you. Oops. Why did I say that? And then I had to make sure that I delivered on it.
Oh my gosh. And you beat it before them?
I beat it for them, and then Cowboy goes, "Oh, you didn't beat it." And then I didn't play wrestling games in like 20 years, and then Cowboy's like, "Yeah, well, Holtz, if you join wrestling, I'm going to beat you up." And I was like, "Well, I'm going to beat you up." And I had to buy the wrestling game just to challenge him and keep me on my toes. And that's why when people speak about Final Fantasy, I'm like, I don't want to say it. I want to keep humble. I'm going to beat you on that as well. And I feel like, oh no, keep it quiet.
You're really going to go for it. Wow. I did not, Holtz, I did not know that. The side of you.
It depends on the franchise. Because like I said, growing up with a bunch of like lads and stuff like that, we were always competitive in our gaming space and stuff like that. And as growing up, you know, you start becoming humble and modest. You don't have time to play it. But it's just something about that attitude when someone goes, yeah, we call it clock. When you clock a game, that means you finished it. That's the slang term. I've clocked a game. So in the end, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to clock that game before you. And I don't know where it comes from, but it's definitely a competitive side. And because I don't want them to be spoiled. I really don't want to be something spoiled. So I feel like I can invest the time and effort in this. I wish I could take my time and finish Tears of the Kingdom, but I know I'm like that gamer where I can walk away from anything else, but I know I'll be sitting there looking at my Switch going, quick half an hour here, quick an hour, quick 2 hours, and it'll add up all through the day, and then 50 hours has went, and I'm like, oh my God, how did I get that in a week?
I mean, Tears of the Kingdom, we're going to see. I'm excited. Like I said, I'm not going to speed run it, so it's going to take me a while to beat the game.
I mean,
I'll be very clear.
I don't mean to rush it. I'm just trying to say that my mind, when I'm really enjoying a game, it's in overdrive. So I'm like, say I could do something for 30 minutes and do something else. When it comes to like Zelda, I'm like, okay, if I just pick up the Switch now, I can do a quick 30 minutes, and that adds up. Where any other day I'll distract myself from gaming or TV and do something else. But I feel when it comes to the big hitters, I think I hype myself up too much.
No, Holtz, you know, speaking of big hitters, we're going to do another $50 gift away. So if you're still here in chat, and if you want $50, and you haven't won $50 yet, so if you've already won, let the others have a chance. ! Haze! ! Haze! And we'll be doing a drawing here in about 3 to 4 minutes.
And can someone paint me a picture of what $50 looks like? Just,
it's 50. 50.
What color is it? Is it green like Link? What I don't know. What color is it?
It's green. It's green. Well, it's gonna be whatever it is, whatever app you have. You may actually not see the 50. It may just be a number in the machine.
Digital.
I want $50. Rusty, I can't do. Yeah, here you guys see up of it.
I mean, I'm just teasing. I'm like the only UK guy here, and I'm like, what's $50? It sounds magical. What is it?
Oh, let's Let's make sure.
So, Purple, why are we actually counting down to this giveaway? What are you going to get swagger-wise on this sort of golden ticket of yours from Tears of the Kingdom?
So it actually comes with quite a bit of stipulations, Nintendo for you, right? And you can only buy one item of each type of item in the store.
Okay, so we're talking about like a game, an accessory, a T-shirt, and something like that. So are they different?
You can only buy one item of each, basically SKU.
Okay, so in mindset, what T-shirt would you like? Any ideas?
Yeah, I think they've been actually publishing on their social page like a shirt. So I'm gonna get another hoodie because y'all know I like to wear hoodies.
Nice hoodie.
Yeah, so this is actually a hoodie for Skyward Sword. That's this Zelda.
Great game.
And so I'm gonna get another hoodie for Tears of the Kingdom. I'm gonna get a shirt. The mug is $40, so I probably won't get that, but I will probably get a tumbler, so I don't always have to have my
now I know this is like gaming fashion. I don't really speak about gaming fashion, but how do you like your hoodies? Do you like the sort of like full character design and like the artistic design? Do you like it on the sleeve, or do you just like a word that says Tears of the Kingdom?
I kind of wanted to just say Tears of the Kingdom and maybe something here.
Yeah, so you want to keep it plain, but Tears of the Kingdom in
I don't want too much going on there. I want something because I feel like designs get aged, but I feel like words and numbers are kind of like always kind of retro. I don't know.
Okay, I've got a little cheesy moment here. I mean, it's just one of Holt's sad stories in dating life. I was in a bar one day, and this gorgeous girl came up to the bar, and she had a T-shirt on, and I went, "Wow, that's the Triforce from Zelda, like your shirt." And she went, "You geek, don't even know what that is."
Oh no!
So she must have bought a shirt, like sort of it was like cheap or the design. I was just trying to emphasize like the Triforce logo, like sort of the wings and stuff like that.
But here's the thing: aren't you glad, Holtz, that she revealed herself earlier?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, why would you want to be with someone?
Exactly. But I remember just being blown away, thinking to myself, you never see a lot of people walking with T-shirts or hoodies. And I'm the type of person that when I actually wear hoodies, I like sort of like a plain look on the front, but the hood sort of like designed on the hood, or the sort of lower sleeve has got like a pattern. So you don't see it from the forefront, but from background, you might see like Tears of the Kingdom or the Master Sword and stuff like that.
No, well, we'll see. I'm going to get it. It's going to be, people are saying it's the summer. I'm like, I don't care.
You can wear it anytime. That's it. Yeah. Roll the sleeves up, unzip the zip.
So I am, and as I select the winner, because I think we got everybody in there. So as I select a winner, and I have to have a way to get, but I see all the names here, and I think I can get a hold of everybody if I needed to. So here we go. Oh my gosh! Ja won! Congrats, Ja. Ja was working so hard, and I'm actually happy she won. Y'all,
I can see them all now. You brought like a smile to everyone there.
Exactly. Like yes. If someone's gonna win, I'm happy Ja won. You know what I mean? I think that I think everybody here, if you're gonna lose and there was one person you wanted to win, it's Ja, right? And I'm so happy Ja won that. So Ja, we've done this before. We'll do it again. Thank you. So Cowboy, cut to all the winners. Yes, we're gonna do it one more time, and then we'll do the controller, y'all, and then we'll call it a day. And because I know
I'm gonna say gaming merch and stuff like that. Is it sort of a top you pull over your head, or do hoodies have zips? To my mind, the hoodie's a zip.
This one has a zipper. The one there, I'm imagining it's the same contractor. So I don't know. I'm gonna be wearing it on Sunday.
See, this is more interesting than the game. Like, what merch can you get from this Nintendo? I've never been to a Nintendo store before. It sounds like
it's amazing. Yeah. So if you haven't been to the Nintendo store, and we're gonna do another one. We're gonna do # or exclamation mark because we're talking about Zelda! Exclamation mark Zelda.
Because I want nerdy people there. I want nerdy people to be just excited as I am. And if I walked in there and you just had a Nintendo shirt that said Nintendo, whatever, scan the stuff, I'd be very upset. I really want that, like, sort of.
Yeah. No, so we'll definitely exclamation. I see y'all there. Yes, there we go. There we go. There we go. I see y'all coming in. Exclamation mark Zelda, since we're talking. So yeah, so I'm going to, and this is for the 50, and then we'll do the controller, which is actually the one I'm excited about. And yeah, we'll talk about it, whoever wins the controller. But with that said, so for the store, I'm going to get the shirt. I'm going to get the hoodie. I'm going to get the deluxe edition of the game. So up until now, you couldn't pre-order the deluxe edition. So I'm going to get that, which comes with like the game, art book, poster, some pins.
Does it come with DLC? Future's DLC?
No, it's actual like physical, like it's like the deluxe limited edition.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get that. And then I don't know, Holt, I've been really contemplating, because most likely this will be, I feel like I went all three and you switched the no, I did. I don't know how to use Nightbot like that. Yeah, so exclamation mark Zelda for y'all.
I mean, when I was a kid, I really loved fan art. And not fan art, and the sort of art books. I used to go to a store called Forbidden Planet, and they used to have like sort of big, huge books behind the art of Zelda, behind the art of Mario. And I never used to afford it because it was too expensive. But I remember just seeing how like the art style behind the game was made, and I used to like open the books. Oh my god, look how detailed this art style book was, and I was amazed by it. The only thing I could afford was like a quick like sort of Final Fantasy guide. I was one of them gamers that used to buy the guide when I used to walk out with like Final Fantasy 7. I was a cheat, you know what I mean? But I used to love all the art style and sort of the monster creations and stuff like that. But
so my mom, actually, Mama Haze, she came and visited me during the holidays, and I played Little Nightmares for her. Right, because I like the art style, I like the music, and I generally like the game. She's a huge fan of that art style. So if there's anything, and I couldn't find anything to like point in the direction of that art style. So if you know something holds,
well,
that,
in that art style, I mean, I used to always think like Tim Burton, of course. That's the one. I used to always think of like Corpse Bride, Nightmare Before Christmas, Batman, all them like quirky, like dark colors, but sort of like reflecting Neo and stuff like that. That's what I get to when I think of them, like, and then also I mentioned in chat the other day, what's it called, Coraline. So whoever creates them artistic designs, that's what I think when I think of them games.
Well, that's what she wanted. So we'll keep it open here just for a little bit, make sure people like Geek gets in, and Reaver, I see a Reaver, and I'll keep it open just for a little bit, and then we'll do the controller. But yeah, so the thing holds that I am contemplating is, should I get the Zelda Switch?
Don't do it. No.
Don't do it.
No, don't do it. I mean, as a person who's fell for it in the past, and I've got loads of Joy-Cons and stuff like that, money better spent somewhere else. It's aesthetic, nothing to do with the Switch performance. So I feel like we're at the end of the Switch. So unless you want to sort of just hold it and cradle it when you go to bed, then that's all you're gonna get out of it.
The reason why is because it's probably the last Switch they're gonna create. Like, I don't think they're gonna do a Pikmin Switch.
Are you sure? I mean, I don't think it's like back in the day when you got like that golden controller of Zelda. It's not that big. I feel like it's just a quick Joy-Con switch. You can just buy a reskin. You just buy a skin and just stick it on yourself.
I wasn't going to open it.
Oh, you're a collector.
Yeah, like I still, so for people like, I still like collecting. I still like physical things.
Okay, well, if you're a collector, then yeah, it's totally different then, yeah.
Yeah, no, I still have my original Switch and everything, and for y'all, here we go. We're gonna roll. Good luck to everybody.
What Harulan?
We're rolling it. Holtz, are you in this one?
I think so.
Put your name in there. Just put your name in there just in case, and we'll make sure we get you.
Yeah, Haruling.
And let's go. We will. We're gonna get there. And hashtag there you go. There you go, Holtz. There you go. There you go. Now we got everybody. We have all the big hitters in this one. All the big hitters. Let's go.
Big hitters.
Let's go. And here we go. No. We can't. John already won, so we gotta redo this. Hold on. There we go. Simpleton. There we go. There's Simpleton one. Simpleton one. So John, only one winner. John won.
What does Simpleton win?
Simpleton wins $50.
$50.
50 for Simpleton. Big 50. The word little in both of them ruined. Good. And so we're gonna do final one here, which is because I know I kind of overstate my stay here, but we're gonna do the final one, and it's gonna be !SOP. !SOP, which stands for Shades of Purple, which is what it says on. Hold on. Oh, yep. !SOP. And that is stands for Shades for. I didn't win. You did it. Well, there's still a chance, Rouster. There's still a chance. !SOP for Shades of Purple, for the Shades of Purple controller. And if you all cannot see it, let me see if I can get the light here on it. Let me see if I can turn the brights on this thing. If you can't tell, this
is it excellent. Did you say SOP or
SOP, like Shades of Purple?
Yeah, people are putting purple. I wonder the SOP.
It's good. Let's see. There you go. Yeah, SOP. !SOP. And if you can't tell, it's custom designed, and every single aspect of the controller is a different shade of purple. So like for Shades of Purple, you kind of see what I did there. So
I
you do for there. Yes,
so is this from Microsoft Labs? Is this from the creation of?
Yes, this is from them. That's why it's got the official Microsoft. The official Microsoft.
Who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want to flaunt that around the bedroom?
It can connect to a lot. You can cloud game with this. You can do everything except play on Nintendo with it. So it's a thing.
Maybe one day. Who knows? Could be a.
Yeah. Let me see.
I mean, if I want, I'm going to keep it in its box. So when you become like a very famous YouTuber, I know that I've got one of your giveaways.
No, well, I just, ISO did this on his 50th episode, and I thought it was really cool. And I think it's really interesting that we have this kind of this community of adult gamers. We're all kind of in between the ages of like 30 and we're going to throw up there 55 for the Clive and Rock.
I want to be under 30, 29 and a half.
You're 29? No, you're not. Are you 29?
No, I'm not. I'm 37, but I want to be just I want to be at the younger age. 29 and a half.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Cowboy, when I hear you talk, I'm using it as like Mr. Underworld. Where is Urban World, by the way? I haven't seen him in a second. 55 for Cowboy. No, but yeah, I think I think this community is really unique, and eventually, hopefully we'll stay as a community, but it's stuff like this that I think keeps us together. So as I've told y'all before, Rubalica, she did that Lamote up there. Let me see if I can. Up there, there's a Lamote she crocheted. I thought that was really unique. And then I got the controller from ISO, and there's a couple of other little things I've gotten from different people in the community, and I just think it's unique. It's something to pass on to remember this time. So yeah, 29 sounds like a good age. It does, doesn't it? Oh my gosh.
No, I'm not 29. 29 and a half.
29 and a half. We talked about that.
Make sure you add that in with.
Oh my God, no, you are Robert. Everybody can participate in this one. Let me. I think I did it right.
Okay, so here's a question. Why actually before the giveaway goes, you're lining up in the Nintendo store, and someone rolls up as a cosplay character from Zelda. What would make you go, "Oh my God, that's a good character design"? What would you like to see?
If they did it like the best, like I'm like, oh, that's like creativity, Or no, it has to be
any Zelda character, anytime. What would you like to see roll up right next to you in line? And you're like, oh my god, that's amazing.
I'm gonna go with the newer Zelda. Not any of the protagonists. I am going to go with if someone came as a Lionel.
The beast, the Lionel.
Yes, if someone came as an Lionel.
Okay, fair news. I was like, oh.
Or someone came as a Guardian.
A girl. Oh yeah. Beep, 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 beep,
Beep,
beep.
beep,
I imagine walking past. What?
Yeah,
That was still scary.
Wouldn't that be kind of cool?
Someone walked past, going beep, 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 beep. I was like, oh my god, you go first.
All right. So yeah, no. So those are the ones. What about you?
See, I'm always like that sort of. Oh my god, probably the bug catcher, like from the old Zelda with like the circles on his face. He was like the storage merchant and used to give him like bugs and guts and trade in. Was it from Wind Waker?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he used to have that big like sort of.
Yes, you love Wind
He
Waker.
was in a few. He was in a few of them, but he used to have like sort of big nose, sort of hair. He used to traverse the realm with his big, huge backpack. He was in a few of them, but I think he's actually in Breath of the Wild as well, if I can remember.
No, he definitely. So that's the one you would see. Well, I'm gonna take pictures. I'll probably take videos, and here we are, y'all. Here y'all for the controller. Here we go. Here we go. Look at that, Rune. You got the Celtics win, and you did this. All right. Look at that. There you go. There you go, cowboy. Yeah, there you go. Oh my. There. Oh my gosh, he got it.
Did Cowboy win?
He won.
You have to put that away from that kicking bag Cowboy. You need to put that on Steed Prize. This, keep it.
Oh my gosh, there he won. Oh man. The first Shades of Purple person, the first person to come on tonight, he won. He won. Congrats, Cowboy. Definitely all y'all means we will do this more often, as y'all know. I the community means a lot to me. And I will be reaching out on either Discord or Twitter for all the people. So Jaw, I know I reached out to you. Simpleton, we've talked before, so I know you. Rune, I think we're gonna do it over Discord. And Cowboy, I will get in touch with you. And who else did we have win here today? What did I say? Obi Rose. Obi, obviously, I know how to get in touch with you as well. All right. Well, y'all, that is. Thank you all so much for the 50th episode. This was super fun to spend it with y'all and everything. So thank you.
Before you round off, I want to say big shout out to Purple Haze, amazing content creator. 50 episodes. How time has flied. I mean, you only have time flies when you have fun. I've spent so much time in chat, laughing, joking, inspired, and watching amazing games and stories that I am looking forward to the next 50 episodes. I can't wait for 100.
Well, I'm looking for you to come back on, Holt. I'm looking for to bring people in chat. So I told you all this before. Thank you, that Holt. I'm probably going to do this probably once a month, not 50 episodes, because but I want to try to change it up a little bit. I want to bring in probably a new content creator or someone who I haven't interviewed before. So next week he's one of the biggest. He's one of the biggest. I'm going to let y'all know this right now. Next week's going to be an interesting one. But then probably bring in a game developer. Probably bring in someone from the community who maybe doesn't have the channel. But just so looking at you like an FCAT or a Rouster or a Simpleton, looking at you all, and then obviously bringing on an alumni and just seeing where they've been and so each some kind of different rhyme and reason to each episode going forward. So yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. But Holtz, you've been amazing. Thank you so much for coming back on, and it's been awesome talking.
Always
to
a pleasure. I'm counting the day and counting the times down. I was like, oh, what can I do? I was actually installing my Steam library, and I was like, oh my god, Zelda's like in a few hours. I can't sleep, and I was like, I wonder if Purple let me back on. Then when Rude Ziggs was like, oh, Rude Ziggs is back on. I'm gonna jump on.
Gotta come back on.
Me and him like yo-yos, like, oh, we have to go back on.
I love
thanks for having me on. Thanks for always giving me the time of day.
No, of course. Well, thanks for. I mean, you were one of the first people who championed me. I will never forget that. Ever since when Ace said "Purple Who," and you were like, "What?"
Yeah,
They did it way back then. So
we've got our own little champions going on here. That's perfect. We're not Zelda champions. We're champions of gaming.
Yes, Jim. Well, thank you all, and if you want to stay on, I will close it out. Holt, you'll be the first person who gets both. You get to hear this twice live.
Oh my God!
How lucky!
I mean, it only happens if you stay up and join the stream. I'm amazed. Brilliant.
Yeah, no, but y'all know it's that time where I say I don't care where you game, how you game, why you game, when you game, what you game on, how long you've been gaming. As long as you're gaming, you're good with me. And as always, this is Purple Haze, and the proof is in the playing. All right, thank you all. Peace.